The last thing I'll leave you with is this. The next project of Paradigm Research Group, if we get the funding, and I'm always looking forward, I'm going to Australia on the 22nd. I'll be down there for 35 days talking to a lot of people, 12 different cities. Basically, Australians are Americans, only they're happy. And happy people maybe are more open to possibly, putting some serious funding behind this. But if I get the funding, the next major project is a conference called Contact 2010. There is a website up now, Contact 2010, spelled out, no numbers, .com. The intention is to bring the contactee issue into the forefront of the activist movement. This has not happened. It's now time to do that. It is tricky, it is difficult, but it's powerful. And it will add one more significant component of the pressure on the government to end this charade. The number of contactees worldwide is not known. There have been efforts to try to estimate them using various surveys. They always come up with numbers that are so mind-boggling that you just put them aside. 4%, 5%. What's 4% of 300 million people? 12 million American contactees? I'm talking physical now, not psychic. But whatever, the number is pretty substantial, and the vast majority of them are in the closet. And so Contact 2010, the intention is to bring a dozen individuals to Washington, 2 blocks from the White House, to tell their personal stories about their direct contact with extraterrestrial beings, and also bring the leading researchers in the world there to talk about their results. 2 blocks from the White House. The message is this: we're not going away. The issue isn't going away. You have a job to do. You're going to do this job. We are never going to stop, right? Because you can't burn us at the stake anymore. The truth embargo is running on its own momentum. You're running out of room. You don't have the power you used to have. The internet is growing. You're going to lose this. And so do it gracefully. Do it proactively. End the embargo in a proper way. Do your job. Earn our respect. Get in the truth business. We'll start trusting you again. That's the next project. I'd like to mention that I have with me this evening a contactee who wrote about her experiences, one of the earliest and most extensive write-ups of extensive contact with extraterrestrials, in a book in 1995 called Beyond My Wildest Dreams. Her name is Kim Carlsberg. Kim, would you just raise your hand a little bit? Feel free to say hello to Kim later. She paid a very heavy price for writing that book. But she's back, and she has a new book that's coming out later this year. And it is a paean to the encounter reality. It has 150 or nearly 150 separate accounts of individuals summed up, but then backed up by artwork. It is an art piece. It is the language of art. It will become the book that parents will use to talk to their kids, the book they send to their aunt, who they suspect has been a contactee for years. It is really an amazing book, and it'll hopefully be out later this year. It will be called The Art of Close Encounters. This gives you a sense of where things are going. More contactees are going to come out of the closet. They're going to politicize like the gays did when they came out of the closet after HIV drove them out in order to save themselves. That's another thing I would like us all to commit to after the disclosure event. No more closeted people in America ever again. Nobody ever has to be in the closet about the fundamentals of what they know, have experienced, and who they are ever again. Can we have a closet-free America? We're very close. You know, the contactees will be the last ones. But if we don't commit to that, the state and the consensus reality will create more closeted people because it just can't help itself. So these are the kinds of opportunities we're facing potentially the greatest age of reform in all of history. Broad-based spectral reform of institutions, financial, banking, Wall Street, religion, the Fed, the government, the Congress, the Constitution, maybe have a convention, the European Union, you name it, all could be reconsidered in the post-disclosure world because everybody's eyes are going to get open at once and they're all going to be looking at roughly the same direction. And that's a whole lot of scrutiny power. But the question is, will we use that opportunity or not? Disclosure could happen on Monday, and by Wednesday, it's like, okay, whatever. What can I do? right? It could very well happen, and I can assure you the state wants that very badly. They don't want you to shape the New World Order. They do not want your signatures on those petitions. They do not want your money coming together. They want you to sit down and shut up so they can reform the New World with the ETs in it, and to their liking and to their benefit, as it always has been. But that doesn't have to happen this time. This time we can do it our way. And that's why I speak to groups like yours, and will continue to do so until we get this done. And I appreciate your time. Thank you.